I would introduce forehands this way. I would introduce backhand the exact same way. Once their level gets a little bit higher, then you can have both hand rackets, and you can say first team to 10. The feed doesn't count. If you drop feed, that doesn't count. It's got to be 10 counting with the second ball. I would introduce volleys this way. So volleys, you know, the biggest thing is they're going to swing. They're going to swing way too much usually on a volley. So a good, you know, maybe you guys know this, but a good way to try to get them not to swing so much on a volley is to have them choke up. So let's have you guys come on up to the net. So we're going to keep it really close, and I'm going to have you choke up for a forehand volley. Okay, and we'll say if they catch it without it bouncing, then that's 1, and we'll do first team to 10. Yep. And you know what, guys? I'm going to have you guys, hang on. I'm going to have you guys start out sideways, because the other thing is they're going to just face the net. So start out sideways. So if I had something on my sleeve, my partner could read it. If I had something on my chest, my partner could not read it. So sideways, open racket face, just a little bump. If you screw up a volley, you're going to screw it up by making it more complicated than it really is. It's the simplest shot in tennis. It's the least technical shot in tennis. So this is, trust me, this is a real less is more type shot. Okay. All right, good. So you guys got 10. You guys have the gold medal in volleys. Let's switch up a little bit. You guys can put the rackets down. You guys can grab rackets. And then I try to get them to hit volleys with the continental grip. Try. One way I try is have them do one forehand, one backhand, and say you got to hit a forehand and backhand with the same grip. If you hit the forehand and the backhand with the same grip, that's the right grip. If you can hit a forehand and then you probably like injure your wrist if you hit a backhand, that's the wrong grip. So just for this drill today, I'm going to ask you guys to just duct tape it down and just force yourself to hit with the same grip. If you have a match tomorrow, you know, do whatever you think is best. But for this drill, find a grip. You can hit a forehand and a backhand without changing. Okay, so let's do that. We'll have you guys feed your partner one forehand, one backhand, one forehand, one backhand. Okay, guys, go ahead. Okay, guys, good. So hold up. Very good. We do first team to 10. We could say a gold, silver, and a bronze medal. Maybe if you get a gold medal, you have to take 2 steps back and keep going. So I'm also going to introduce drop feeds this way. Oh, and so again, what I would do, I would introduce a volley, and then we'll play some kings and queens where we focus on a volley. Like the first shot has to be a volley, something like that. But just for time, I'm going to kind of go on. So I would introduce a drop feed so we can play points. They don't need me to feed the ball. So I'm going to have you put your racket against the net. And so this drop feed is going to look just like a forehand. The hard part is I have to toss it with my non-dominant hand. I'm going to toss it up. I'm not going to spike it because that just gives me no time. And I'm going to try to toss it right into my strike zone. Okay, so we're kind of going to have this conversation about strike zone for every shot. I'm going to show my partner where my strike zone is. Okay, and I'm going to try to get it to him. One bounce, belly button height, and just toss it back. Okay, so one bounce, belly button height. And if you screw this shot up, you're going to toss the ball, you're going to jam yourself with an inside pitch. I guarantee the mistake you're going to make. I don't know what this is about human psychology, but this is where they're going to toss it. So it would be better to toss it too far away than too close. Right? I'd rather have you have to move over to it than have this inside pitch. All right, so let's have you guys grab a racket and a ball, And we'll do first team to get 5 drop feeds, where your partner catches it on 1 bounce. Okay, for it to count, the partner has to catch it on 1 bounce. Okay, good. Hold up, guys. Hold your 10 balls. So, yeah, we do I'd introduce the shot, do a first team to 10 competition, and then play some kind of kings and queens of the court game where we focus on that shot. So that's kind of the general format. So right here, I go into some game where they have to drop feed to start the points. So I got one more shot I'm going to introduce with this format, and it's going to be a lob. So I'm going to have us back up to about the service line, and so a lob looks just like a regular forehand or backhand, but the swing path is even more low to high, and the racket face is really open. And it's easier to lob it if the ball is high, so I would toss it kind of high. So I would toss it kind of high. It's possible to lob if the ball is low, but it's easier if it's high. So I'm going to say, give me a nice high toss, and I'm going to try to hit it better than that. So I'm going to try to hit it. I'm going to have my partner try to catch this one in the air, I should have said. Okay, so I'm going to try to get it to my partner in the air on the service line. That's loud. One more. Got to end on a good one. Yeah. All right, so I would introduce, on this format, U.S. Open ball can toss, forehands and backhands. And I show people a two-handed backhand. And if I let them start with one hand, I get this a lot. So two-hander, they're a little bit more forced to turn sideways. So, and I would introduce volleys, drop feeds, and lobs in this format. I don't need, can you guys hear me like this? All right, here we go. All right, a little better. Well, all right, just do our best here. Sorry for the, all right, sorry for the technical issues. So actually, I want to back up to elephant ball. One thing I said about elephant ball, that may seem really, really basic, and yeah, it is really, really basic, but I really believe in that game. Classes and seasons where I have to play a lot of elephant ball, they start hitting with topspin before I even introduce the topic, because they have that low to high swing. And I think one good thing you can do with it is just say, when you get to practice, find someone and play 2 no-ad elephant ball games against that person, and then you can get rackets out and warm up however you want. But 2 no-ad elephant ball games. It's got to be a different person every day, not the person you played yesterday, not the day before. And it's a good warm-up and gets them being competitive. Okay, so I forgot to say that about elephant ball. So let's have everyone grab a racket, and we'll do some kings and queens of the court. How about, I'll have you be right here, you can be the king, you can be the queen. I'm going to have you come on over here. You can be this lovely lady's partner. You guys are next challengers. How about you 2 guys can be challengers on this side. You guys are after next. Okay. So let's suppose we just did the forehand.